Good morning and welcome to Sunday's vlog. I'm going to do a bit of cooking today because I'm going shopping, food shopping tomorrow. I might even go to Morrison's as well this afternoon, but I want to use up everything and like cook or prepare or whatever, everything before I go shopping. But I just thought I'd have a quick catch-up chat first, but I'm just going to move because although it's not mega sunny, it's a bit bright and I'm going to be squinting. So hang on a minute, I'm just going to move. That's better. I hope that's not too dark. But if I sit facing the window, I'm like squinting like that, which isn't very nice. Anyway, I, as most of you know, although we have got a few new people, I'm Emma and I've lost 6.5 stone so far with Slimming World. And then I did calorie counting just for a little while to kind of teach myself a bit about portion control. And now I'm doing intuitive eating or balanced eating, whatever you want to call it, mindful eating. So basically I'm trying to get away from kind of diet rules, but still be mindful of the fact that if I am left completely unattended, it could all go horribly wrong and, you know, I could put on weight. So far so good. I haven't actually weighed myself. I'm going to weigh myself once a month. So 1st of October is going to be the first weigh-in, and I'm going to do this probably for sort of 3 months just to give it a real go and see how I get on. So far I'm actually really loving it because, you know, for so long I've had rules around food and it's quite difficult to break out of those kind of habits of saying, well, I can't have 2 lots of bread in a day because in Slimming World you're only allowed 1 healthy extra and all this kind of thing. So far so good. I don't feel like I've put on any weight and I'm enjoying the freedom. I'm still trying to eat healthily. I'm still trying to base my diet around like whole foods and, you know, healthy foods, healthy fats, all this kind of thing. And like I say, so far I'm absolutely loving it. So we shall see how I get on on the 1st of August and for a couple of months after that. The other thing I wanted to say was we had a viewing yesterday because we're trying to sell our house. And thank you everybody who sent messages saying they hope it went well. It was bizarre actually because the estate agent told me that she was going to do the viewing at 3:30, and I got the impression the person looking around was a woman who was older and single. So Martin and I went out at 3:30 and just went down to Kingsway and did the posting, and then we came back at 4 because it's only small, our house, and it doesn't take long to look round it. And when we got back there was a man and a woman and 2 small children stood outside, and then the man estate agent turned up to show them round. So we kind of left them to it, but really weird. I don't know what was going on, and I didn't get any feedback afterwards, which is not unusual for a Saturday. You know, it was late Saturday afternoon, so I don't know. Who knows with this whole house selling thing. I don't know. I'm not getting a good vibe from it. But then I was chatting to my sister and my mum has said this before as well to me, that often it's the one that you think is not going to buy it that makes an offer. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll let you know as soon as I do, which hopefully will be on Monday. I've got this pain in my side still, which again, if you've been watching me for a while, you know I've had for ages, and I've been to see physios who said it might be bruised ribs, but then it carried on. So I've been to the doctor and had some tests last week and they all came back normal. And apart from one of them, which was to test if I have celiac disease. I used to be gluten-free. I didn't eat gluten for many years because I felt I was intolerant to it, but I wasn't really sure. And then this year I've started eating it again. And you know, it's really expensive to buy gluten-free food, and it's also a pain because gluten and wheat is in a lot of things. So I just thought, well, I'll have to give it a try. And I thought I was feeling okay from it. But when I rang the doctor on Friday to see whether they'd got the results back from this celiac test, she said that they're not sure, so they're doing a bit more investigation. So I've decided in the meantime to go gluten-free again and see whether it helps. So again, I'll let you know. So I'm probably going to go to Morrison's later and get some gluten-free bread and stuff like that, which I've been having the normal stuff. So we'll see. But the doctor also wants me to go and have a scan just to make sure, you know, just don't know what's going on. But it's a bit of a pain because, you know, it's not nice to be in pain, and I can't really do any exercise. I've been doing my 10,000 steps a day, but that's all I can do. I usually do yoga, and I just started Pilates, and also I was going to the gym. So it's a bit frustrating to not be able to do that, but at least I can still walk. So I'm getting my steps in. Only sort of 10,000. I think 12 is the most that I've done in a day recently. But it's better than nothing, isn't it? So yeah, I'll keep going with that. I think that's all the news that I've got, really. How's everyone else doing? How are you all getting on? Hope everyone's well. I guess all the kids have broken up now from school, so I guess people are going to be going on their holidays and things soon, which is very exciting. Yeah, I'm planning on vlogging every day. I might have the odd day off, but I'll let you know. And yeah, I'll just show you my food, and if we have days out and things like that, I will show you where we go. And yeah, if there's any exciting updates, keep your fingers crossed please for the house sale. Yeah, and anything else that crops up. So thank you as always for watching and for your lovely comments. I really do appreciate it. I'll show you today what I'm eating and also any cooking that I do. Breakfast today is yoghurt with lots of different fruit, some different seeds, and a teaspoon of peanut butter. I'm gonna do a big cook up this morning. I've got a few like bits of veg and stuff that are just, they're fine, but I'm going shopping tomorrow, and when I buy new things, it's tempting, isn't it, to use the new things. So I'm going to just have a look at what I've got, plan what we're going to have for dinner tonight. Well, I think it's going to be omelette tonight, actually. So I'll chop up a few things to go in the omelette. And then I'm going to do maybe a bit of baking, make a nice sort of coleslaw-y type thing to go with our lunch, which I will show you in a minute. So yeah, I'm going to get on with it and then I'll show you what I've done. I got a red cabbage last week with the shopping, but I didn't really know why. It wasn't on my list, but they only had one and I haven't had one for ages, and I really like red cabbage. Anyway, I've not done anything with it all week, so I've just used a bit of it in here with some grated carrot, and I'm going to make a little dressing to go over that, which I'll show you in a minute, to make a sort of little coleslaw thing. And then I'm going to cook the rest of this up now with some balsamic vinegar and some salt and pepper, and then I will I'll just boil it first, drain it, and then add the seasonings, and then I'll just freeze that, and that'll be ready to have next week. Maybe I might get some veggie sausages or something like that to go with it. This is what I'm going to use for the little dressing to go over the coleslaw-y thing that I'm making with the carrot and the red cabbage. So just a little bit of tahini paste. Now this is basically blended up sesame seeds. It's what's used in hummus. It's very high calorie, high fat, but it's healthy fat and it's good for you. I eat this quite a bit when I'm away in Fuerteventura. I will only use a little bit of it. It's delicious and it just gives a little creaminess to the dressing. Like I say, you don't need loads of it. And then just some apple cider vinegar to give that kind of sharpness. And then I like to sprinkle a few sultanas in with mine as well, which just gives it a bit of sweetness. I'll show you what it looks like. I'm just going to give that a stir now and add in a few raisins. And you know, this will do quite a few portions. You could add other things if you like. You could add nuts and seeds. You could add different grated veggies. You can add fresh herbs as well. It's really nice with coriander. I don't have any, but I've made it before with coriander through it. Yeah, whatever you want really. It's just a really yummy, healthy little salad. I'm going to do some carrot cake baked oats now as well. So I'm afraid I'm not measuring anything today. I often cook like this. Sometimes it goes wrong, but most often it's right. Just kind of do it by eye. So I've got oats in there. I've got grated carrot. I've put 1 egg in so far. Some ginger, cinnamon, chia seeds, ground flax seeds, and then I'm going to add some of this yogurt in as well and mix it up. It won't be particularly sweet, but that doesn't bother me because I will have fruit with it, and that makes it sweet enough. But you could grate some apple in there if you wanted to sweeten it naturally, or you could add sweetener or honey or sugar, whatever, you know, or one of the syrups or something like that. So however you want to sweeten it, but I tend to put the sweetness on afterwards, so I might drizzle a bit of syrup over it. Or like I say, often if you have really sweet fruits with it, for me it's fine. Yeah, you could also put raisins in it, which would be really nice and carrot cakey. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to mix it up and then bake it in the oven. Right, I've just decided I'm going to add a few more things. You can tell I'm being a bit random today, but I'm going to add a bit of vanilla extract, which will make it a bit sweeter. And I've got all this desiccated coconut to use up, so I'm going to put a bit of that in there. It's another healthy fat, and some baking powder, which will give it a bit of a rise. I got these silicone things off eBay, if anyone is wondering, and yeah, here they are when they're cooked. I think they took about 35 minutes, so I'm going to let them cool. For lunch today, I've got brown rice, I've got dal, I've got some mango chutney, some salad leaves, and some of the coleslaw that I made earlier. Just having a little Sunday night treat, a little gluten-free beer and some of these hummus crisps that we got from Morrison's earlier. Dinner tonight is spring onion, red pepper and cheese omelette with some baked beans. Thank you so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.